Hello, friends, and welcome to today's episode. When a crying daughter and a strange guy called their mother on the phone, the mother was shocked. No mother wants to hear their child scream for help from the grip of a stranger in a mask, saying that their life is in danger. Every parent worries when they don't know where their child is in hopes they are safe. When Jennifer DeStefano got a call from an unknown number, her worst fears came true quickly. The woman from Scottsdale, Arizona, got a terrifying call while she was watching her daughter dance. Even though the number that came up on her phone was unknown, DeStefano answered it because one of her kids was on a ski trip and something bad could have happened. DeStefano didn't know why she got a call out of the blue, so when she answered, she heard one of her girls' voices. When DeStefano's child cried on the phone, her blood turned to ice and fear rose in her chest. The ground fell out from under her, and DeStefano remembered hearing a crying woman say, "Mom," over the phone. I asked, "What happened?" She told her mother, "Mom, I made a mistake," and she started sobbing and crying. Then I hear a man say, "Rearrange your head. Lie down," and I was like, "Wait, what?" DeStefano went on to say that a strange man got on the phone and made a lot of threats about her daughter's safety if she called anyone for help. The man told her he had her daughter and wanted a huge amount of money as a ransom to let her go. While the man told DeStefano what he would do if she didn't obey, DeStefano's mother, who was now very worried, could hear her daughter talking in the background. "And at that moment, I just started shaking," DeStefano said. "She is saying, 'Help me, Mom,' in the background. 'Help me, please. Help me,' and crying." The other moms at the dance school had figured out what was going on by this time. They all tried to help, and one of them called 911. DeStefano was doing everything she could to keep the kidnapper on the line and try to get her daughter back. At first, the man asked $1 million, which made DeStefano very sad. DeStefano told the man that she couldn't pay him that much money, so he lowered his price to $50,000. The scared mother begged him not to hurt her daughter the whole time. But as the talk went on, it became more and more clear that something was very wrong. Recent advances in artificial intelligence technology have led to the creation of many tools that can be useful but could also be risky. One of these is the AI tool that the man who said he was DeStefano's daughter used to copy sounds. DeStefano said that she knew it was her daughter without a question. Professor Subbarov Kambampati, a computer scientist who knows a lot about AI, says that over the last few years, both the number of voice samples an AI system needs and the amount of time it takes to study them have gone down by a lot. A perfect copy of a voice can now be made by an AI system in about 3 seconds. These clones are so believable because they can copy a person's voice and the way they talk. Dan Mayo, an FBI agent in Phoenix, said that many con artists get voice clips from social media. He said to watch out for calls from strange area codes, foreign numbers, and people who don't want you to talk to your partner. It is important to figure out if it is a scammer. Mayo gave a few ideas for how to find out what's going on. The first is to ask questions to keep the person talking and slow things down. Ask the family member who seems to have been taken things that only they would know. She kept the scammer on the phone after he asked for $5,000. While that was going on, the other moms were calling the cops and anyone else who could help. While DeStefano couldn't get off the phone and kept the fake going, another mom offered to call DeStefano's husband. The group of worried moms told DeStefano's husband about the terrible news, but he didn't act the way they thought he would. The husband told everyone that their daughter couldn't have been taken because she was sitting in her room upstairs at that very moment. DeStefano remembered, she was upstairs in her room, saying, "What? What's going on?" Then, of course, I get mad at these guys. You shouldn't mess around with this. DeStefano hung up the phone, relieved and still shook up from the shock of what had just happened. She took a moment to get her bearings. The stress of the whole thing got to her, and she broke down in tears as she sat there, grateful that it was all a trick. But DeStefano is not the first person to be singled out in this way. Mayo said these kinds of scams are becoming more popular and told people to be careful about what they post on social media. Even though these kinds of scams happen every day, not all of the people who fall for them choose to tell the police, so the exact number is still unknown. Mayo said, "I think a lot of people are probably just relieved that it didn't happen to them when they find out it was a fake scam. Some people, though, fall for these tricks and end up giving the money to these people. Mayo also wanted to let people know that the FBI is doing its best to catch the people who run these kinds of scams, and that they have already caught a few of them. He stressed how important it is to stay cool, move slowly, and ask the stolen person as many questions as possible that only they would know the answers to. That's it for today, friends. Please let us know what you think about this story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for more amazing stories.